Global fire consultants are now in Singapore to help oil company Shell completely put out the fire at its Pulau Bukom manufacturing facility. The blaze at the refinery broke out yesterday afternoon and has intensified over the last 24 hours. Shell's firefighters and the Singapore Civil Defence Force are also working hard on the scene. 3 more fire engines, a support vehicle and reinforcement supplies were also dispatched to Pulau Bukom at 2 p.m. today.
It's 9:15 a.m. and the skies at Pulau Bukom seemed to have cleared up a day after the fire started. But by noon, the situation had worsened. This after Shell reported a surge of fire at the refinery caused by remnants of light fuel components within the affected area. Shell says the smoke that's visible from afar is from hydrocarbons that were not fully combusted. Witnesses told Channel News Asia they heard fresh explosions.
I saw an explosion at around 12 p.m. The fireball was around 10-20 meters in height. After that, I can see small flames. It's only from a small portion of the island. The smoke is getting thicker. A bit of the petrol smell. It's not really that strong, but you can smell it.
Now, from where I'm standing, I could see plumes of smoke emitting from Shell's manufacturing facility on my left, but visibility was hampered due to the haze. The National Environment Agency said the smell in the air which many people encountered was due to smoke haze from fires in South Sumatra brought over by prevailing wind conditions. NEA has also not detected any toxic gases on the mainland as a result of the fire. SCDF is carrying out boundary cooling operations to prevent heat exposure to the nearby storage tanks. And as a precaution, Shell says units in the vicinity of the fire have been shut down and only essential staff remain on Bukom.
At a news conference held earlier this evening, Shell said it has begun shutting down its Pulau Bukom refinery to put out the fire. Shell executives also said that they are working to identify the source that is still feeding the blaze.
Here at Pasir Panjang Ferry Terminal, this is the place where Shell staff take their ferries to and from their workplace in Pulau Bukom on a daily basis. But for now, it's been converted into a major civil defense operation with many civil defense officials as well as civil defense trucks present. Now, Shell, in a briefing, says it is progressively shutting down the refinery. This procedure takes about 2 days as it has to be done in sequence. Now, if need be, Shell says it plans to run the plant down to zero. Now, it has also explained that the reason behind the fire surges, if you remember yesterday, after the fire was reported at about 1 p.m., there were indications to show that the fire was being taken under control. But it later surged, and it surged again today at about noon. The reason behind this is that the area where the fire is located has many pipelines running through it, and even though these pipes are not operational, they still contain a lot of fuel inside. So when these pipes open up, they actually feed hydrocarbons or oil to the fire. So, of course, the strategy now for civil defense as well as Shell is to starve the fire until it is small enough to finally be put out.